The MLB season is approaching rapidly, and on opening day, they have their best pitchers going. Today, we'll be counting down the top 5 pitching matchups of opening day. Hello, and welcome to the Earl Show. I am your host, Nicholas Earl, and today we'll be counting down the top 5 pitching matchups of opening day. Now, this is based according to a ranking system that I saw on Yahoo for the ranked pitchers for opening day. So let's get right into it. Number 5, we have the matchup of the Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves. That matchup is Aaron Nola versus Julio Teheran. Aaron Nola for the Philadelphia Phillies was ranked 11th for starting pitchers that day and 20th for Julio Teheran. So that's going to be a good matchup. Aaron Nola, on paper, isn't the best of starters for them, considering they picked up Jake Arrieta in the offseason. Good pickup for the Phillies. But he's a great young arm, and he had the job before spring training even started. So that was too late for them to make that decision. And then on the other side, we got Julio Teheran. He's been the Braves' ace for years now. He started, I think this is his 7th straight opening day start. So that's the matchup between the Phillies and the Braves for opening day. Now on to number 4. Alright, number 4, we have the matchup between the Rangers and the Astros. For the Texas Rangers, they have Cole Hamels going, who pitched a while ago for the Phillies, and he's been really good. And as of last year, he was actually not too bad. He is getting up there in age, just like his counterpart, Justin Verlander, but they both still have a lot to offer. And then on the other side, we got Justin Verlander, arguably one of the best pitchers in the league. Still, even though he's getting up there in age, his velocity is still there. Especially when you saw last year with his playoff run and the World Series run with the Astros. I don't think he lost a game for them. So he was a remarkable pitcher for Houston. And he's definitely going to be one of the head guys for this possible World Series run again. I believe the Astros are one of the best teams in baseball. Still. But that is the matchup for Houston and Texas, a Texas battle, which is actually very, very good for this opening day. Now on to number 3. Alright, for number 3, we got the Mariners and the Indians. Going for the Mariners, of course, is King Felix. He's been one of the best pitchers in the MLB. He struggled a little bit last year. He had some health issues, but still, he was still a very dominant pitcher. He'll still probably make the All-Star game again this year. He's made plenty of All-Star games. He's thrown a couple no-hitters. So he is definitely a no-brainer for that Seattle Mariners staff. And on the other side, 2 years ago, the Cy Young winner, Corey Kluber, is once again a no-brainer. That's a very, very good pitcher. They do have a lot to choose from, especially having Carlos Carrasco and Danny Salazar, which are 2 very good pitchers too. And that is the matchup for the Indians and the Mariners on opening day. Now on to number 2. Alright, for number 2, it's going to be a very good matchup. It's the New York Mets hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals got one of the better pitchers in the National League with Carlos Martinez on the mound. He's been very strong. He's been definitely St. Louis's best pitcher the last few years. For the New York Mets, they got all their pitchers healthy. They got Harvey, they got DeGrom, they got Wheeler, and they signed Jason Vargas in the offseason. But we have Noah Syndergaard, a.k.a. Thor, starting this year's opening day game. He did get shut down halfway through the year. He had health problems. But I think he'll be back and ready to go back at it and hopefully have a really good year. He's arguably, if he has a very good year, he's a Cy Young contender, if not a Cy Young winner. along with Jacob deGrom, who could possibly be there. Then you have Max Scherzer, you have Clayton Kershaw, which those two weren't on the list because they didn't have good counterparts. According to the list, the Giants pitcher is some player who is, I don't think he's had more than 40 starts. And because Madison Bumgarner broke his hand. And Kershaw isn't going up against anyone good. I believe they're playing Cincinnati game 1. So those were some honorable mention, I guess. Yeah. But on to number 1, we got a very, very good pitching matchup. A top 7 ranked matchup going down between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Chris Archer for the Tampa Bay Rays, 7th ranked, will be going up against Chris Sale for the Red Sox. Now, both these young pitchers have been very good. Chris Sale has started the last 2 All-Star games for the American League, one with Chicago, one with Boston. And he's been a Cy Young contender every year. And he is arguably one of the best in the American League. Along with Chris Archer, who has a very strong fastball, and he can definitely get some players out, and he can really dominate in the game. But that was my list for the top 5 starting pitching matchups of opening day. Let me guys know which ones I missed, which ones you think should have been on the list. Let me know in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for watching. This is the Earl Show, signing off.